You ready?
Yep.
Okay,
Welcome back to Story Time with Leo.
okay,
Also,
we're back-
Mason
we're-
reacts to fan fiction.
again. Hee
Yep.
hee hee. Okay, you ready first? Cause it gets kind of steamy. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
Oh.
So wait. We need to set a warning. If you're under 18, don't watch this.
If you're under
Well-
13, you can't watch this shit.
Well, get out of here, Leo.
Alright, bye. Okay, let's see. Don held back a gasp as Ashley's dick practically exploded into the open air. To say that Don was awestruck would be an understatement. It wasn't the fact that it was her first time seeing a penis in the flesh, or the fact that it was Ashley's. In fact, it was huge. Fully erect, she estimated that it was about 9 to 10 inches long, and very thick, to her at least. She caught a whiff of something coming off it, like a mix of sweat and something else she couldn't put her finger on. Part of her thought that this was enough for revenge, but she didn't have to. But she had to go through with it. Taking a deep breath, she inched her tongue to the head of his dick until she finally touched it. She pulled it back quickly, almost in disgust. It was like she was a little again and taking a bad medicine. Well, when taking it, her mom always told her, "Do it fast and get it over with." Okay, here we go, she said. Before enveloping... Okay, Hey, when I tell you, cut. Hold your laugh until the end of the presentation.
Okay.
Okay, here we go, she said, before enveloping his member into her mouth. She bobbed up and down on it for a few seconds before pulling her face off it. Breathing hard, she let the feeling of what she had just done soak into her mind. To her, sucking dick was something dirty that prostitutes and hookers did for money on the street. It was something she didn't see herself doing very well. But something happened to her. She just sucked Ashley's cock with, and she liked it. Something turned on inside of her, like a switch that never knew she was there. Her mouth was alive as the taste of his meat rolled around inside. The taste was salty, but not too salty. It was like meaty. It was meaty, like eating a hamburger or a hot dog. Hey, I said hold your laughter until the end, okay? It was a strange mixture of taste, but she knew one thing for sure. She wanted more. Licking her like a hungry Pokemon. She eagerly dove back in, swallowing as much of his cock as her mouth was able to hold. Her hand ran up and down the shaft as her mouth slid up and down, covering it with nice layers of saliva. She licked the shaft as a child would lick a lollipop, trying to get to the candy corn. She was no longer looking to see if Ash was awake or not. At this point, she really didn't care. She was in heaven of pleasure, rolling her tongue all over his cock as she was in a trance. If she had looked up at his face, she would notice that Ash was no longer talking in his sleep. He was panting, the face of pain and pleasure. Yeah, that's how you... Don! The sudden exclamation caused her eyes to dart up to Ash's face, fully awake and now fully aware of what she was doing. To him, normally, Don would have stopped what she was doing, but her head was swimming so much that stopping was out of the question. Instead, she just smiled. Hold your laughter, you idiot. Instead, she smiled up at him. His dick still inside of her mouth. Oh yeah, she greeted almost as if she was doing something she did every day, like fixing her hair or feeding the Pokemon. What are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? It's like you're sucking my dick. Well, whose fault is that? Hey, well, whose fault is that? Sleeping with this big thing popping out. I was sleeping, I didn't have any control over it. Well, if you want me to stop, just say so. It was then that Ash realized this was her revenge for what he did to her in that pond, and he had to admit, he didn't see this coming. Now he didn't know whether or not it was the fact that it was his first blowjob, but the fact that he was horny, or the fact that Don of all people, he didn't want her to stop. Just be quick about it. Whatever you say, she replied, giving the tip of his dick a small kiss. Suddenly a shockwave up his spine. He had always heard about blowjobs from Gary Oak, but he never knew they felt this good, and Don was so good at it. He looked down at her, watching her work on his shaft like she had been doing this for years. But he knew this was the first time she had given her head to anyone. The slob and spit oozes down his dick, giving it a nice shine in the afternoon sun. He leaned his head back, the sounds of only the beautiful slurping on him, filling his eyes. Damn it, Don, how did you get so good? Mom was a good teacher. Oh God.
Wait. Stop.
What? You're ruining the moment.
Wait, did I just hear that right? Mom was a good teacher?
Yeah, mom was a good teacher.
Wait, so this means that her mum
Uh-huh.
got like a male prostitute and sat down and showed her how to do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, let's keep going.
This
Oh, I
this fan fiction is weird already.
Yeah. I just have to get her something for Mother's Day, he joked, causing Dawn to laugh a bit while she was working on him, which seemed to add to the pleasure. He reached down and pushed away some of her blue hair so he could see her face. She looked up with those lovely blue eyes and even her mouth covered in spit and pre-cum. He still thought she looked so beautiful just then. He caught a familiar smell in the air. He knew this smell. He loved this smell. He looked over to see Dawn's hand was between her legs and she had a good idea what it was doing there. Dawn, are you playing with yourself? Yeah, anything wrong with that? You don't have to make yourself horny to suck me up. You stop if you want. Ash, you're so silly. I'm doing this cause I'm horny, huh? I don't know what it is, but sucking you is just making me so hot. I can't help it. I'm sweating right now. It's getting steamy, guys. Ash honestly never thought that a girl could get wet from giving someone head. He always thought that girls only did it as a favor to a guy for money, but never took any pleasure from it. But as he looked down at Dawn, he could see it. She wasn't doing this for revenge anymore. She was doing it because she liked it. The way she licked and sucked on his shaft, giving her undivided attention to pleasing him. Dawn, I think I'm gonna. Oh boy. Dawn looked up him and see a very strange and very funny expression appear on his face. But before she could inquire if anything was wrong, she got a surprise in her mouth. Wonder where it is. His cock exploded in her mouth, filling it with hot, steamy, salty semen. She gagged up and she got up from her. Calm down. Okay, it's a little longer. Not before he landed a shower of cum in her face by accident. Oh God, Dad, I'm so sorry. I should have said something. Are you okay? Ash rattled off as he made it to his feet, and Dawn still on her knees, coughing a bit. Are you okay, Dawn? I'm fine, Ash. She finally, as she looked up at him. She didn't seem upset about what happened. In fact, it was just the opposite. Her face was a far gone look as she licked her lips and fingers, almost like she was licking the sauce from buffalo wings, but the sauce was his warm semen. He couldn't believe it. Not only had Dawn just given her a great blowjob, but now she was greedily licking up and swallowing his seed like it was honey. Just fine. Dawn, you know that's my... Yes, I know, she said with a smile. So how does it, you know, it tastes salty but not too salty, and it's a little bit sweet at the end. You actually like it, really? Yeah, I wouldn't mind having some more. Wow, Dawn, you're something else. Thanks. Speaking of eating...
Just
and
no.
the little stunt you pulled made me even hungrier. Let's go. Ash, you might wanna... She's pointing down at his pants. He looked down and then did he see that his penis was still out, limp as a noodle and dribbling of jizz. Oh man, he exclaimed, turning away from Dawn. I don't know why you're hiding it. I've already seen it. This is how guys ask. Don't ask me. Alright. I hope you enjoyed your little revenge. I did more than I thought. But since I found something better than revenge, she said, slyly passing her hand over his crotch, causing it to swell up again. Let's see,
Is that the end?
No. Where were you guys, Brock said? It's just like you aren't eating as much as you normally do. I thought you were starving. I was, but Ash had a snack in his pocket and he shared it with me. It was very tasty. I see, it must have filled you up pretty good. You have no idea. It was good. You bet it was. In fact, I might actually have some more of it soon. Okay, do you know where I can find some of it? I'll buy it for you if you want. It's okay. I know exactly where to get it, and it's easy for me to get on my own. Well, that was Dawn's revenge.
Is that the end?
Yeah, that's it.
Ash and Dawn are 10.
Yeah, they're 10 years old, guys.
Yeah, but this one,
They are 10 years old, and people write this stuff.
So what'd you think? Tell me your thoughts.
That was absolutely hilarious and disgusting and vile.
They have these for like every character. For Ash, for Misty, for Dawn, for
oh.
Kate, for Brock. Even the Pokemon have some.
What?
Yep.
But wouldn't that be like having sex with a dog?
I don't know. Well, that's it. What do you guys think of the story?
I think it was
for
terrible.
a story like that, it was very well done.
Okay, if we're doing this then, well, actually, it stuck to the storyline very well. You know, it didn't go off. Like, he didn't ride. You know, Dawn didn't ride it. So, she just did that.
Well, not in
So-
that one though.
And I like Brock coming in at the end, saying
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what did you have?" You're like, "Oh, wow."
I'm gonna read like one more line for you, for JMR, since I already read it to Mason. What is it? Dawn, I'm a little hungry. You're always hungry. Can you make me something to eat? Suddenly, the gears in her hair started to move. Oh, I'll give you something you can taste. She reached down for her bikini bottom, specifically the crotch area. She put it to the side, exposing her cunt. It was wet with pussy juice, and Ash smelled the saltiness.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay, that's enough. That's all you get.
Okay,
So yeah,
I'm fine with that.
are you scarred for life now?
Yep.
So
Well, so that was the reaction.
that was Mason reacts to more fan fiction.
I'm gonna put the link to that in the description if you want to read and see how fucked up it is.
I'll see
God.
I'll
There was
see
more
you
by-
next
more
fan
identity.
fiction.
Bye.